think he took the whole by the horn. By doing that, we commend him in this respect.
Kalani appeals for more intervention in agriculture, security, social welfare, infrastructure, and power for industries to thrive in production and generation of gainful employment for citizens. The APC chieftain appreciated President Tinubu on the latest cabinet reshuffle and appealed for more involvement of the Confederation of APC support group members to assist government in driving its people-oriented policies. The Nigeria Police Force has inaugurated a steering committee to adequately implement the Juvenile Crime Prevention and Control Project. Francis Form reports that the project aims to addressing the root causes of juvenile crime and provide solutions.
This committee, to the glory of God, and I believe you will deliver the mandate given to you.
Having acknowledged the devastating effect of crime and offenses being perpetrated by young people in communities across the country, the Nigeria Police Force has recognized the urgent need for a comprehensive approach towards addressing the root causes of behavioral problems of young people. So, the need for partnership with the Center for Peace became imperative.
I implore you all as members of this steering committee to ensure that you take this assignment very seriously so as to deliver positive outcomes that will help to address the ugly trend of juvenile crime in our country.
The steering committee has a mandate to monitor the implementation and effectiveness of this project in ensuring that the programs reach the youth most in need.
Charity, they say, begins at home, and this cases starts from the family because of neglect. So we are trying as much as possible to bring these children together from both partners so that we can sail them to the right direction.
This conference is going to end up with what we call national policy on juvenile crime prevention. We don't have it. We must have it. We are going to come out with juvenile counseling center in public schools as an outcome of this project.
This proactive approach in juvenile crime prevention aims to foster a safer, more resilient society. The conference report is designed to hold annually across states in Nigeria and the FCT. Francis from Nta News.
17 political parties and their governorship candidates in Ondo State have signed a peace accord ahead of the November 16 governorship election. The ceremony, which was another instance of the National Peace Committee, led by its chairman, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, is to ensure a violence-free electoral process. Ifeoluwa Omoshole reports.
The display of unity among the governorship candidates after signing the peace accord signals their commitment to maintaining peace and sending a message of non-violence to their supporters.
We all abide by the tenets of that signed peace accord.
We have to first of all protect our state before we talk about the kind of political party we belong to. At the end of the day, one out of the candidates will win.
We educate our supporters. We inform them across the 80 local governments.
The National Peace Committee, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and other relevant key players urged the candidates to uphold peace, emphasizing that a smooth electoral process hinges on a stable and peaceful environment even after the election results are announced.
Election is not war. So please, want Nigerians, especially on those states, citizens, to go out and vote for a candidate of their choice.
The peace accord is not an automated, self-actualizing document. Your commitment to its implementation is crucial.
Highlighting potential disruptions to the electoral process, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, represented by Deputy Inspector General of Police, Abiodun Alabi, warned the candidates against engaging in any activity that could incite violence, stating that anyone found guilty would face legal consequences.
The electorate, the voters, all political gladiators, the police itself. All we need to do is just to ensure that peace reigns.
The governorship candidates expressed their desire for a credible election outcome that genuinely reflects the will of the people. In Akure, Ifeoluwa Omoshole, Nta News.
The Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, NSIB, in collaboration with other search and rescue partners, have recovered the black box of Sikorsky helicopter which ditched in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Bonny Finima on the 24th of October 2024. Director General of the NSIB, Alex Bade, says the retrieved box is crucial to helping investigators get to the root cause of the accident. He says 3 individuals remain unaccounted for while the investigation is still ongoing. Further updates will be provided as the investigation progresses and significant developments emerge. The Kano State government has finalized plans to renovate and upgrade healthcare facilities across all 44 local government areas in the state. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf announced this at the inauguration of the newly upgraded Nuhu Bamali Maternity Hospital in Kano Metropolis. Abdullahi Mustafa reports.
This facility, a lifeline for maternity and pediatric care, now boasts enhanced capabilities to meet the growing demands of the state's population. The development followed infrastructure upgrade and provision of additional equipment for enhanced maternal and child care. The project, Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf noted, is a testament to his administration's commitment to fulfilling campaign pledge to create a healthcare system that is accessible, reliable, and responsive to the needs of every family in the state. With the hospital's capacity and resources expanded, the facility is now equipped with new medical technologies and improved infrastructure aimed at delivering advanced care. Additionally, he disclosed government has introduced a free delivery kit for every woman attending childbirth in state hospitals. Commissioner of Health Abubakar Labaran Yusuf explained that at least 60,000 of these kits are being distributed monthly across Kano, ensuring that each new mother has access to essential supplies for a safe, dignified delivery. As envisioned by the governor, he noted the impact of the upgraded Nuhu Bamali Maternity Hospital through expanded space and advanced equipment will allow it to serve a greater number of clients, minimizing delays and enhancing care quality. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, Nta News.
Dutchford Exploration and Production Company Limited has cautioned the Nigeria Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPENG, against creating a false representation of its operations. Lydia Sampson reports.
The company is making the clarification in response to a threat by NUPENG to embark on a nationwide strike and storm the Oriseti Menyi oil drilling rig to eject workers. The rig has already been shut down over lingering industrial dispute. A statement by the management of the company said, contrary to the claim that Dutchford Exploration and Production did not pay their employees entitlements in 2022, the workers in question are not employees of Dutchford, but the Selective Marine Oil and Gas Services. The statement said, rig Oriseti Menyi only arrived at its location on the 8th of March 2024, adding that all discussions and protracted issues from previous operations predating this date are completely unrelated to Dutchford. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, Nta News.
Though Africa celebrates successes attained through digital economy, there are suggestions why the continent should display extra quests as inclusive participation, which hinders active participation of women and girl child remains a challenge. Advocates at one of the sessions of the 2024 African Women's Congress in Lusaka, Zambia, are recommending sensitization to promote digital literacy among women. Olusheye Adiagbo has details.
In the present day and age, tech is king. It brings the world to the palms.
Find that other women have fear.
From the explanation of Daliso Mongola, a 400-level student of political science, University of Zambia, in a particular community in his country, every woman still suffers from telephone phobia.
The major argument was that women are not allowed to have phone because it promotes them to do certain things that are not good.
We need support and opportunities for us to achieve this innovation that we really want in Africa.
The peer review mechanism approach at the 2024 Africa Women Conference is insatiably looking for an antidote to address this imbalance.
We planned as part of our project for the coming year to have pilot digital hub for girls across African countries. And once it's done, people know that African Conference is just not about coming together to talk, but also coming up with implementable solutions that will have impact in development and progress of the African women and girls.
We are looking forward that it will reach out to the whole of Zimbabwe and empower not only the girls and women and also men, the less privileged, so that they can be able to interact through digital harnessing of this opportunity.
Experts from within and outside the continent, especially women who have established their footprints in the digital space, are now giving more insights into how African women can move from these parochial mindsets.
With the right digital tools, we can dismantle these barriers and level the playing field for women in trade.
Social media is where we can reclaim our stories and show the world who we are: resilient, innovative, and powerful.
I am recommending that women should come out to participate.
But if government and leaders could invest more in technological advancement, then educating the women, that is at the grassroots.
The African Union's digital transformation strategy has set a goal of digital inclusion for every African woman by 2030, and a charge has gone to delegates at Zambia 2024 AWC to return to their countries as crusaders. From Lusaka, Zambia, Olusheye Adiagbo, Nta News.
This is the news desk at 3 on Nta News24. More reports after this break. Do stay with us.
The dreams that our founding fathers envisaged are still work in progress. Every day, we put our hands on the plow, determined to do a better job of it. While it is tempting to focus on what has been left undone and where we have stumbled as a nation, we must never lose sight of how far we have come in forging and holding our country together.
Thanks for being there. The National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, is consistent with the renewed hope initiative of the present administration and is collaborating with relevant stakeholders towards equipping 70% of Nigerians with digital literacy skills by 2027 for self-reliance and economic development of the country. Director General NITDA, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullahi is showing the flag of Digital Literacy for All at Nasarawa State University, Kefi, tagged DL4 Nsuk. Blessing Anfulani reports.
Making President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope enterprise in all facets of the country's developmental fronts a success requires digital literacy. It is on this premise that the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, through its PET project, National Digital Literacy Framework, which is aimed at developing digital literacy and skills into Nigeria's formal educational system, as well as ensuring inclusive participation.
At NITDA, we designed this Digital Literacy for All initiative. We started with developing the National Digital Literacy Framework with an ambitious target to achieve 95% digital literacy by 2030. And we have a midterm target of achieving 70% digital literacy by 2027.
The future of job will change by the year 2030. And what it means is that it will require digital skills for anyone to be able to operate in a digital economy.
Vice-Chancellor, Nasarawa State University, Kefi Professor Saadatu Hassan Liman expressed optimism that the initiative will have both academic and economic benefits.
We have flagged up the digital literacy program in collaboration with NITDA and Cisco. It is of great benefit to the university. It is part of our vision.
The world is evolving, and if you are not part of what is happening now, then that means you cannot communicate.
These giant strides by the agency through such innovations, if embraced by Nigerians, have the potential to make the citizenry move side by side with the digitally evolving world. From Kefi, Blessing Namfulani, Nta News.
The White House Advisory Council is working out modalities to make it easier for diaspora members to go beyond individual remittances and participate in pooled investments and create opportunities for Nigerians in the U.S. to partner with local entrepreneurs, support small and medium-sized enterprises, and invest in larger development projects that foster stability and economic growth in Nigeria. Executive Director, President Joe Biden's Advisory Council on African Diaspora Engagement, USA, Warren Monte stated these at the plenary presentation at the close of the 7th Nigeria Diaspora Investment Summit in Abuja. Deborah Bala Bubu has details.
Executive Director of President Joe Biden's Advisory Council on Africa Diaspora Engagement, Laurent Mantle, says the summit aligns with its mission to bridge gaps in communities, create pathways for investment, and amplify the influence of Africa diaspora while commending NITCOM for a successful summit. She reaffirms PAC-8's commitment to building robust platform and partnership that enhance the diaspora impact.
The African diaspora is one of the most dynamic, innovative, and committed communities within the United States. This community continues to contribute to the United States through entrepreneurship, education, healthcare, culture, and public service.
So we're glad with the initiatives of the American African Diaspora Council under this administration, and we look forward to working with the council and thank the U.S. government. We want to work with you. We want to build this country together. We want to ensure that, you know what, Nigerians at home work with Nigerians in the diaspora to build this great country of ours.
NITCOM boss reaffirms the Commission's dedication to creating partnership that leverages on resources, skills, and aspirations of diaspora for Nigerians' advancement. She further expressed hope for ongoing collaboration that will build economic resilience and create job opportunities across Nigeria. The 7th NDIS, which lasted 3 days, had as its theme adapting stability through diaspora investment, navigating the path of prosperity. In Abuja, Deborah Balabubo, Nta News.
Our tributes have continued to pour in over the demise of the late Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja, who passed on earlier this week. The most recent to visit are the alumni of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies. Our defense correspondent gives us a compilation of personalities who have so far visited the Army headquarters on condolence visit.
Since the passing of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja, overwhelming tributes have continued to pour in, owing to his dedication to the profession. Among the latest sympathizers to have visited the Army headquarters on condolence visit are the alumni members of Course 44 from the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies.
It's quite very painful to us. Army has always supported the Army because of the supreme sacrifices they have been paying to enhance security of this very country. So we are here as a body to convey our condolences.
Also at the Armed Forces Complex are members of House Committee on Army led by its chairman, Aminu Babali. The House Committee extolled the exemplary leadership of late Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja. The committee called on the Army to preserve the legacy of General Lagbaja by ensuring that insecurity becomes a thing of the past in Nigeria, a cause which he lived for.
We do our very best to see that, apart from supporting his legacy, we will intervene also in his family issue in terms of, even though I noticed an organized institution, in terms of their education and other things.
Lieutenant General Lagbaja gave everything to Nigeria. My team and I
having been part of the Lagwaja structure, will do everything best possible to continue within the sphere of his legacy.
Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State was also at the residence of the late Army Chief and the Armed Forces Headquarters.
Very intellectual soldier, a pan-Nigerian, a nationalist, a committed soldier, and who believed in democratic principles. And under him, you could see that the Nigerian Army, in terms of dignity, integrity, and respect, made a huge success.
While funeral arrangements are yet to be announced, NTA observed that flags are flown at half-mast in all military, paramilitary, and police formations. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
Death is said to be inevitable, but when it befalls a man whose life of impact transcends beyond his locality, people grieve without recourse to that notion. This was the case at Uburu in Ohazara Council area of Ebonyi State, as creme de la creme of Nigerian politics, including the delegation from the presidency, convened to bid farewell to the first executive governor of Abia State and former Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Ogbonnaya Anu. Caleb Ogbonna reports.
Death is a fact of life. It is inevitable for all. It is a debt we all must pay.
That solemn song and sermon began the journey of nature for the 72-year-old statesman, the first executive governor of Abia State and former Minister of Science and Technology, late Dr. Ogbonnaya Anu, who was one of the frontiers for the formation of the nation's ruling party, the All Progressive Congress APC in 2013, which President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by the Minister of Works, Senator David Umahi, insists is one among his many sacrificial services geared towards entrenching democracy, anchored on his unwavering commitment to honesty, fairness, and development.
Our country has lost a privileged man, elder statesman, patriotic Nigerian, and a staunch believer in our march towards Nigeria's true destiny as a great nation. We believe in the ideals of the progressive movement as a way to develop our country. For politics is finally over. I would like to express our deepest gratitude on behalf of the great nation for its invaluable services to Nigeria.
For Southeast governors, led by Governor Francis Mwifuru, ministers as well as the past and present government functionaries, the demise of Dr. Ogbonnaya Anu is a monumental loss to the nation, as his leadership ingenuity has not been fully tapped.
He was instrumental in fostering the relationship that brought development and innovations to Africa.
It's a big loss, not just to the people of Ebonyi State, but to Nigeria at large.
Late Dr. Ogbonnaya Anu, a member of the Ancient Order of the Knights of St. John International, held many national honors due to his immeasurable contributions to nation building. He is survived by a wife and 4 children. In Abakaliki, Caleb Ogbonna, NTA News.
And that concludes the news desk. 3 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I'm Olajide Bello.